Hey, what's up guys, Lux here bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at set 8036, the Separatist Shuttle. Now this is a very nostalgic Lego set for me, not only because, it comes from the prequel era, but the Clone Wars as well, which I grew up with and am still watching on Disney+. They're on their 7th season. We're going to be taking a look at the set, where it came from. Anyways, this set was based on a TV show Star Wars The Clone Wars, Season 1, Episode 8. And the episode name was Bombad Jedi. Now let's take a look at the minifigures and I'll talk a little bit more about them as we take a closer look. First up here we have a regular B1 battle droid, the one that they've been putting out since they first introduced this droid pretty much. The same model, same everything, except they changed up the way they held their blasters later on in the years. But pretty much everything else is the exact same. He comes with a regular blaster, and that's pretty much it. Next up here we have another B1 battle droid, but this one is obviously a pilot. You can tell by the blue insignias in his chest area for this minifigure. And the ones in the series also have blue insignias, so there we have it. Obviously he goes with the Separatist Shuttle, so it's a good inclusion here. Now moving on to the named characters. Up next here is a pretty prominent character in the Clone Wars. This is Nute Gunray, Separatist extremist, as known in some circles, and one of Count Dooku's right-hand men, or allies I should say. But yeah, this is a pretty important character in this history of Star Wars, at least the prequel era. Pretty much a war criminal, etc, etc. But he comes with a really neat helmet accessory, as you can see here. I'm pretty sure this is only exclusive to him, or the new Gunray figure itself. So that's really neat. You can see a little bit of detail if you take a closer look. And yeah, it doesn't look half bad. So pretty nice inclusion. You can see his face print, pretty good looking, and a good representation of his race. You can definitely reuse that head print in other places. Not to mention that the torso design is pretty simple, but at the same time pretty neat looking. So yeah, not too much to complain about this figure. Pretty nice. Next up here we have Uncle Ono. He is a Rodian species. In a mini episode he played as the uncle from Padme somehow. Don't ask me why or when this happened, because I don't even know. It's a pretty good custom molded head they have for the Rodians. I like the little detail in the eyes. Those are usually always special about him, man. The torso is not half bad. Definitely reminiscent of what he wore in that episode. And some sand green legs. I can't complain about that. So, this is the Rodian figure. Not too much to get into. Padme's uncle, politician, etc, etc. Anyways, let's take a look at the build. Alright guys, let's take a closer look at this ship model. As you can see here, this is based on the Clone Wars design, obviously the Separatist Shuttle. You can see it in the movies as well, but you can tell it's from the Clone Wars because it has that blue insignia that's represented the Separatist Alliance, the colors they use. Anyways, I think this is a pretty good model. They built it pretty well at this scale. It's obviously not minifigure scale, but it's a pretty good play scale. You can see the stickers are a little bit dirty. That's because I bought this used, but the stickers themselves, they're pretty good. They add that extra bit of detail that you would not have regardless. So I think it's definitely a good inclusion. There's the rest of the detail besides the sticker right here and on the opposite side is represented by typical Lego pieces, just in dark blue obviously to match the colors. We also have a sticker right here. In the front we can see the headlights or the cockpit where it would be, and you can actually open it inside here. And this lets you put in your pilot minifigure or battle droid if you want to call it a minifigure. I know some people don't do that, but I classify it as one. Close it up, and there you go. You can pretend he's piloting it. There's also another feature here. You can see a couple of Technic pieces they're showing. I don't like that it's showing a lot of maybe like brown or tan Technic pieces. I would prefer like they replace these with black, but maybe at the time they weren't producing enough of those to justify putting it in the set. But as you can see here, there's a little lever, hidden lever, not too obvious, unlike the pieces. And there's actually an interior to this set. Slide mechanic or a little piece where a minifigure can sit in. And the set itself, it does say that Nute Gunray can sit in here, or he's found in here. So there you go. You can sit him on there. He attaches to 4 studs on his legs. Make sure his arms are facing up because there's not enough room in there. It is tight. It is a little annoying to get him inside or outside to even pull him out. But there you go. With enough tries, you can do that. There you go. Once he's safely inside and you push in the piece all the way, you can close it using the lever over here or the little mechanism. And there you go. Pretty nice feature. No flick fire missiles or stud shooters in this set. Just those few mechanics or features, and it works just fine. But anyways guys, that's pretty much it. A really nice and neat nostalgic set for me at least to take a look at from the early Clone War wave and season. The first one, to be exact. But yeah, maybe I'll go back and pick up some older Clone Wars sets and take a look at them in the channel for you guys. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day.